If you've managed to successfully avoid studying what's on the 2020 general election ballot until now, the city of New Smyrna Beach has got you covered with this short version of a 37-minute explainer video that we put out on September 10th. There's a link in the description to that, and here we go. From November last year through May, a charter review committee of 10 New Smyrna Beach citizens, guided by a facilitator from the Florida Institute of Government at UCF, read through our entire city charter and presented the city commission with a long list of recommended changes to the way our city government operates. Rather than break it up into approximately 50 or so individual ballot questions, the committee and commission agreed voters should be presented with the charter rewrite as a single ballot question, which is limited to 75 words by state law. Of note, changes to the city charter can only be approved or rejected by voters in a general or special election. Compared to the current city charter, the newly proposed charter adds a preamble, shown here, setting forth rationale for the charter and aspirational goals for the city to protect and enhance the health, safety, environment, and general welfare of its people. It reorganizes the current charter's 15 chapters into 9 new articles and removes obsolete language, including gender-specific language, and 8 chapters that have since been superseded by Florida statutes. The new charter now puts in writing many current practices in our city government and revises some others. For example, one element of revising election procedures includes doubling the city's residency requirement to run for elected political office from 6 months to 1 year. Qualifications and duties of city commissioners are addressed, and again, now put down in writing, are the roles and responsibilities of charter officers, which include the city manager, city attorney, and city clerk. A new sustainability article would deal with environmental stewardship, land development and zoning, historic preservation, and make it harder for the city commission to sell or lease significant public lands along named body of water. For example, if the city commission desired to sell or transfer ownership of the North Causeway boat ramps and their associated parking lots, highlighted here, they would need to muster a unanimous 5-0 vote to do so. Information recently posted on social media has claimed that this procedure is being taken away from voters, which is not true. Presently, only a 3-2 simple majority of city commissioners is required to sell or lease public land, meaning that approval of the proposed charter would raise the bar and make it more difficult to do so. Speaking of which, on October 15th, the city hosted a voter information Q&A that addressed several other claims about the proposed charter. Follow the link in the description to watch the full uncut session now. The new charter would establish requirements for financial management, including a deadline of August 1st for budget and budget message submittal, policies for making the budget more user-friendly and tied to the city's strategic goals, and codify a requirement for annual independent audits. A new article on citizen participation defines how advisory boards work, reduces the number of signatures required for a petition to 10% of total registered voters in the city, elaborates on the process of recalling elected officials, suspending ordinances, and calls for another review of the city charter in 2026, with another every 10 years after that. Of note, the last major revision to the charter was 48 years ago in 1972. Clearly, there's a lot more going on here that can be covered in a few minutes, and we hope that this video makes you feel more comfortable making a decision that's in line with your values or inspires you to learn more via the links in the description below. Please be safe this election cycle and stay up to date on the latest in city government news at www.cityofnsb.com.